Hey guys, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 on Sandy Bay Gold Edition. So we've got the 8530 still plowing away, but that is not what we're dealing with today. We are dealing with brain trauma, death, yeah. Okay, we are dealing with the slurry for today that we do plan to get set up and using. It's pretty much the only thing we have left, other than maybe starting harvesting some stuff. So as we do a quick little jog to start off our day to get down to the machines, we will take the truck down, get that filled up with slurry after actually making a quick stop throughout the pigging cow area here. We may also be buying some of the animals to sell today as well while waiting. So we'll be taking a trip from here. So just for those that may have forgotten, what I'll quickly do is before we go underway, we're going to be using the transport trailer for moving the slurry from one end of the map to the other. We will be using the Homer Terra variant with the Zahnhammer tank. Holds 21,000 litres by the looks of it. And we also have the field storage tank on the Black Butte over here. So I'm hoping to actually have enough slurry that we don't need to keep driving back and forth. Once we've got that filled, that holds 55,000 litres. The truck holds 30,000, and once we get this filled, then I think we should be good, to be honest. I don't really want to be going up back and forth a whole lot. So I believe the slurry is just here where the yellow thing is. I actually say I've never filled up from these areas. Yep, so it is putting liquid manure in right now. Other than using the HUD built into FarmSim, there's no way of telling how much liquid manure these have got, so be interesting to see what this is full. So it looks like we had 10,000 litres in that. So we'll drive over to, that was the cows, the pigs look a lot dirtier. So we may have a lot more in there. That one is just here. We should start seeing some of it, yep. Start seeing some of it in the sight glass. Spin it around. This trailer is not exactly huge, that is nice, and of course it's got rear steering, and on the front axle there, steers as well. So actually this package is quite movable around the tight areas. So as that fills, we shall be right back. I'm thinking we may get close to being pretty darn full. That's going to be awesome. Really is. So we've got 26,237 in this sucker. So yeah, we are pretty close to being full. So I think what we'll do is we'll park this here, jump into the Black Butte, and get this situated in the field, somewhere that we've probably already ploughed, so we don't have any accidents, and then get it set in the field as easy there, as this thing I'm pretty sure isn't designed to be on the road with weight in it. I think that the axles and whatnot, because they are on the hydraulic rams, are more than likely just designed to lift its own weight up and then be sat down on the edge of a field as a holding tank, pretty much. So we'll have a quick little drive up here. So please guys, I want to know if you like the new way I'm doing the Sandy Bay stuff, cutting out a lot of the driving and just getting to the point. Been trying that and I want to see what people think. Also, like I have been mentioning, this is... When is this? Friday's video, possibly? I'm not too sure. Where do we want to go? Just along here. But we have got the dedicated live server. We have got the dedicated server up, and by this point you are seeing this video, I should have a new video showing you how to get on the server. I'm hoping, anyway. So I hope to see you guys on there. Like I said, there is a video on there showing you how to get on. It's pretty simple. Download the mods, and yeah, people are good to get onto it. No passwords. Completely different from the last time around. Kind of all the BS that we had on there, basically. Alright, we'll spin around. That can sit there quite happily. I don't think it's going to get in the way of anything. And we'll put this here. And then we'll go grab some slurry. I will say this. I am feeling the weight of the trailer with this. It's kind of surprising. So I imagine the slurry is not exactly light by any means. Now, as these are two stock pieces of equipment, I don't think there's anything special in as far as animations. Unfortunately, you can actually see the grass glitching through. Okay, where is the pointer tip? So I had to start the overload, basically, is what it was. It's interesting, it's actually got eyes to lift this trailer. See the slurry wobbling down, nice little neat animation there, actually. The solenoids for each valve. And the slurry filling that up. What a mess, and smelly mess that will be. There's one thing on the farm, I don't mind the smell of manure. I wouldn't say I like it by any means, but I don't mind it. But the slurry, yeah, that's not a good smell. Some people like it, I guess. If you're brought up on the farm, just like anything, you get used to that type of smell. But when they used to do it around by the fields near me, where I lived, you'd know it. You'd definitely know it. So right now we're going to take a quick drive down to the Sandy Bay farm to grab the manure out of there. We've got plenty in there. I don't think the field's going to take all of it. I hope it doesn't. If not, I'm going to leave a very sad panda and learn probably to wait a heck of a lot longer to do slurry. So we'll show a little bit of the driving. If I go the right way, that always does help. A bit of external. Got plenty of crop to grow on Sandy Bay. We got the Unimog that we actually need to get going at this, so we may take a quick pause and pull up just down the bottom here and go do it maybe. Or we should wait actually. There is a lay-by just around the corner that we can quickly swing into and wake up Harold the hired helper there. Give him a little nudge from his afternoon nap and get him going. Definitely a sprightly truck now, it's not got no load on. But we shall be right back. Alright, we gave Harold a little phone call and wake him up. Come to life. He claims he's working now, so we'll keep an eye. Well, actually, let's check the GPS tracker. Yeah, he seems to be moving now in field 9. Cool. Good stuff. Get some coffee down his neck, give him a little afternoon nap, and he's good to go again usually. So we've got a slow moving vehicle coming up here. We would overtake, but we're coming up to a brow of a hill, so it's kind of a little bit dangerous. So we'll hang back, let it do its thing. And plus we're only turning up here pretty soon. We'll fill up with some lovely smelly slurry. Probably need to do this a couple of trips, I think, maybe. Kind of a big underlying question mark. I really do not know how much we're going to be using in the field. Now we're in the farmyard. We shall weave through here. When Sandy Bay comes to an end, we shall miss it. We shall definitely miss it. I have just seen a video on the map by TomX55, and I must say it's definitely a type of map that I don't think I would ever usually play, but there is some arable crop, some cereal crop, as it's been called. So that is one plus, so we'll give it a try. It may not appear to my taste, I don't know. Right, as that's filling up, we'll shut the gates just in case. Cows can be interesting animals. It only takes one of them to want to do a runner, and they all will. We will probably exit through the bottom half of the field anyway. We've got a heavy load on, and we know what the trailer and truck can be. We've got a long truck too, so as we load up, we shall be back with you. So what I was thinking is we'll actually get the Homer going. It's literally been parked there since we purchased the thing. Definitely an interesting machine, and to be fair to Giants, it's not a bad DLC. If you're into doing the slurry, sugar beet kind of stuff, it is a awesome piece of kit. What I want to do is check for the steering. I cannot remember what it is to do it. Rigid steering, I believe, is just the front axle. Yep. So we'll get that staged up in the field. We could even load it and possibly start working, although I do want to do this mostly myself, because I want to experiment with the different types of steering modes and crabbing and whatnot. I believe this is a cultivator as well. I think. Hope it is anyway. By the time we get in there, the tractor's on its headland pass by the looks of it, so probably getting ready to get into the field anytime soon. So that'll be the crab, and that'll be flexible. So what we shall do is we'll quickly fill this sucker up. Don't think we've got any instrumentation showing us how full we actually are. I definitely can't see anything back there. That's unfortunate. Definitely love the detail they went into with the cab. Like, you can see everything. The USB switch, the hazards up and down, the spool valves, park and brake by the looks of it. Possibly steering modes. It's neat. And a key. It's all good stuff. So like I say, looking at the red numbers on the side there, that will hold 21,000. Ah, it's got a website on here too, I'd never noticed that. Sweet. Such an interesting machine, and this thing has got a lot of horsepower. It really does. So you can see the tractor there doing the headland pass. We'll, for the time being, just stage ourselves over here. Hopefully we'll get no machines wanting to go by. We'll come here. Just on the off chance collisions may happen, we'll shut these gates up, because you can never be too careful, and it looks like the truck is ready to be transported. Sweet. Alright, we've got this thing full of some slurry. So like I said, we are going to go down this side. Watch out for Daisy here. Come on, take your time. That's it, nice and steady. So we'll just slowly make our way down. So we are running very, very heavy now. You'll see even going down this slide of a hill, it's going to be probably going to pick up speed pretty quick. Although we're going to try and control it the best we can. Just take a nice little crawl down. I think about there. Actually turn the wheels just in case the park and brake fails. And it will miss us when we open these gates. Last thing we want is to be crushed by a truck and trailer. Alrighty, quickly up into the cab we go. Take off the park and brake, that usually does help. Alright, we'll put on our beacons because we are going to be on the side of the road while shutting the gates back up. Yeah, we've got someone that's going to have to give us 5 minutes waiting time. Could pull off to the side a little bit more than we are. We should be okay. Yeah, just give us a minute there, buddy. We're only going to take 5 seconds. Hopefully. There we go. Impatient BMW drivers for you. And away we go. Get some speed up. And off we go to the races. We'll probably be doing this again with another full load at least once. How much do we have left? Yeah, plenty. I think we should have enough. Like I said, I've only ever done the slurry before once before this, and that was on Westbridge. And I really can't remember. It was, well, geez, I was on Westbridge playing that map, so it wasn't long after Farmson came back out on it. Farmson came out, and I think that was like 2014. I think something along those lines. So if that was the case, then heck, it's been a little while. It's been a minute or two. So we'll come back once we get to the field. I think the John Deere should be done by that point, I hope. So I thought I'd come back here, going up this hill. I don't know how it's going to handle. I'm kind of curious. I wanted to show you guys if it handles pretty good. This truck's, yeah, it's good. Yep. Old Harold there, woken up. He's got his behind in gear. Good stuff. Show him the boss is still around, keeping an eye on him. May wake him up again. Who knows? So we're not too far away from the field, but we'll come back when we are ready to rock and roll. Now I was just thinking, the trick may actually be not to completely load these up, only use the amount that I think I'm going to need. Because you guys may be able to help me on here, but what do we do with the slurry if we don't use it all? I am actually very unsure what we would do with it. Like, I don't think we can put it back into the silos. I could be wrong on this one. I have no idea though. I really do not know. So we're going to roll around the edge of the field. I believe he's still doing his headland passes. But we're going to start up in this corner. Get stuff unfolded. It could well stop up there and be done. Looks like it should, probably will be. Yep, he has finished. Perfect. That's that. Yep, it is a cultivator as well. Perfecto. Ooh, I didn't like that. But apparently it's going. Strange. I wasn't expecting it to actually start right away. Very interesting. Yeah, you can definitely see it is fertilizer, so I don't think we actually need to switch this on. I was expecting us to have to do something, but apparently not. So what I wanted to try was the crab steering. I've never used that before, so very intrigued to see how that is. Looking at it going down, I think we are going to use quite a bit actually. This is definitely an interesting experience trying to keep her on the straight and narrow here. So the reason they, from what I've learned from you guys, and I appreciate your help on this, is the reason they do the crab steering is ground compression. So instead of the wheels running over the same spot the fronts are, and compacting it even more, it's really spreading its load across a bigger area. Hence the flotation tyres, kind of, yes, the reason of the flotation tyres. And it's kind of interesting to see that that would even be a need to do that, to be honest. I guess we'll... No, we don't want to do that, we just want to lift. There we go. So I'm not sure if I decided to do this in courseplay, if it would... Apparently I switched the beacons on by accident. If it would do crab steering as well, I'm definitely not too sure on that one. I could probably do a stop-in earlier than I did. And then just doing a headland round. And then we'll blip it into crab steering, go in the opposite direction. And we'll give this a go. Go in this direction. It's working pretty darn good. One passed. Well, we didn't use a whole lot, maybe 10%. Although I was figuring that out, I didn't realise it would start right away. Sorry about that, I had to clear my voice, as you can probably tell. I didn't realise it would start right away as soon as I put it in the ground, kind of thing. So once we get to the end, we'll clear course play. Definitely impressed, and it's not using crazy amounts. That's where we stopped to see what was going on. So I think we may put in wheat or something like that in here, maybe? I don't know. Not sure what to put in here. Let me go. I'll let you guys decide. I'm trying to think of the way to say it. Yeah, it seems to be working pretty darn good. As I was saying, with courseplay, I don't know if it will actually do the crab steering or not. They did have an update to get it to support the Homer DLCs, but whether that's with the crab steering, I truly don't know. I doubt it. But without trying it, I obviously cannot say for sure. This must be a weird experience, driving this machine in real life, crabbing like this. So we've not yet unloaded into the other storage tank. So we've got crop in there. As far as I'm aware, Auto Tractor definitely does not support it. Going straight up and down, it probably does, no problem. Yeah, everything seems to be going pretty darn good. So I just wanted to get the John Deere out of the way. What I'll do right here is beautiful little screenshot. For the thumbnail of the video. We won't go all the way to the edge here, but pretty much where I have been. Oh, we're currently in crab steer now. Come on, get her over. There we go. Definitely interesting trying to line it up. Definitely for sure. So I'm glad I did manage to get doing some sort of slurry. Like I have said, I've been wanting to do it for a little bit of time now. Ever since the Homer DLC came out, I wanted to give this a crack. I can definitely see it taking some time. So after this, we may just get it going by itself on Courseplay. See how we go from there. Nice if we had some sort of measurement in the cab showing how much slurry we actually have left. We truly don't have a lot. I'm also very unsure why it did miss so much when it was ploughing along here. On some spots I think that could possibly be due to the fact of we were using the Black Butte and the Black Butte just didn't have the guts to do it. To begin with, it spinning and it locked the diffs in, but it was a little too late. I think it should have just had the diffs locked in from the whole time it was going up and down. So peculiar tracks, I love them to pieces, but they are peculiar the way they do handle there. So I do get asked quite a lot about the Homer DLC if I think it's worth it, and it's one of these DLCs that is really nicely detailed actually. They've definitely stepped up their game with the DLCs. Like the JCB one, for sure, that's a no-brainer. This one, if you're into doing sugar beets and slurry and other stuff like that, then yeah, this is a fantastic DLC, but it depends on your playing style, it really does. For me, I'm not particularly into doing a whole lot of sugar beets, I'll do them now and again. But it's definitely not enough that I would go running out possibly getting this DLC unless you enjoy doing that stuff a lot. It is a fantastic DLC, I would definitely recommend it if you're into that type of play style. The only one I would say is out there that is for sure a no-brainer. That is honestly the JCB DLC. It's probably the best DLC Giants ever come out with. And of course that's just me personally saying this, each to their own. But that's the way I feel on that topic. And I hope we see... What did I just switch on? Oh no, hired worker, we don't want hired worker. Actually, what we do need to do is refill. I just saw how little we have left. What I would like to see is the JCB DLC back in FS17. I'm not sure if we will see that, unfortunately. Sometimes Giants don't put the DLCs we've had previously back into the games due to probably legalities and stuff like that. It's no biggie, but it'd be nice to see JCB in the game. is definitely well received from many people, especially the English farm sim community. Just like Marshall Trailers was. British made trailer. Still in the UK, that's a dying thing with the trades in the UK, just like anywhere else I guess. They're going a lot more overseas. But JCB is still here, and Marshall Trailers is probably many other agricultural brands that I just don't know about. So we've got that unloading in there. What we may be able to do actually is unload from this while it's pumping into that. I don't know if it will work like that. Yeah, it is sweet. Just so we can get this back in the field. Now I am going to try it with Courseplay. I am really curious what it's going to act like myself. It's amazingly, like, just let's step out a minute and look at all the stuff on the side of this machine. Of course, we've got a huge ass exhaust silencer, the pipe in, LED lights, all the valves. Like, this is what I like. The detail in it always impressed me. I was kind of shocked to see that the oil filled gauge is the plate there, or serial number. The pump looks like a supercharger. Pretty much probably works very similar. I'm guessing these are like a overfill kind of deal. If spill off from it inside the pipe will just run down into there, and you can open that valve and dump it on the side of the road, or field, should I say. Very peculiar looking machine. That's what I like about it. Let's actually see with hired help what it acts like. Whoa, no, we don't want to drop it. This hired help may work pretty good for this machine, better than Courseplay would. I'm not very unsure with Courseplay and the crab steer. Of course, we don't need to do crab steering, as someone beeps their horn. I don't know if you did hear that. With my bedroom window open. It's a nice day out. So let's give it a go. No, not auto tractor. Don't want to do auto tractor. Yeah, you don't think hard worker is actually going to help. I thought it got it working there. I bet I know what it was. So here we go. Like I said, once we get to the top, I'll pause and go and get Courseplay going and see how it handles it. Kind of curious myself. I think, honestly, I don't think it will very well. But I could be very surprised. And if it does, that'll be awesome watching that work. If we can get this working and then jump in, grab another tanker load and bring that up, because I think we're probably going to end up using that. I may see how much we've got left in the trailer itself. Of course, it doesn't say anymore. We may have enough. I don't know, actually. Nah, we're definitely not. We may end up using a lot of it. Like I was saying, I'm definitely unsure on that one. And lift that about here. Spin around and we'll jump into Courseplay. Admittedly, we won't get time to show you guys, but I'm curious for myself on how it is going to react. So, fertilizer. Northeast. 3 headlands after. Great course. Just make sure we're on the right side, yep, and make sure we're on the right path. And what way is it going? It's going down. Kinda sucks. So what we'll do is we'll do this one ourselves, but that is the end of the video, folks. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Terra variant, we will be back at it probably next week. I don't think I'll be live streaming this week. And so until next time, please hit that subscribe button, please hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.